Here we are. We're live, and I'm alive.
Yay.
Finally, huh? Where's my ring? Oh, that's what fell. Damn it. I swore! Oh, first thing people are going to hear when they come into my live stream. Me cussing. Yay! It's actually, yay. Woohoo! Okay. Woohoo! Ooh, my lights are too bright. There we go. That's better, right? Just say yes. And, yeah.
I'm just waiting for it to catch up. Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Where's my cheesecloth?
Oh, it's so cheesy.
I know. Speaking of, for crying out loud. So, thanks for modding for me, Mark.
You're welcome.
I know you enjoy these almost as much as I do, maybe even more.
Some days.
Some days?
Some days.
Yeah? Well, yeah. There's that. I think I'm going to have to cut that off. It's not flat enough.
You know, it's actually still a little bright, at least on my screen.
Well, there's not much I can do about it because that's almost as low as it will go.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what to do. Just, yeah.
Can we turn the overhead off?
No, I need the overhead. I need some light, man. Come on. I think I like that. That's kind of neat. A little bit of cheesecloth, a little bit of border. My crystal Earth Angel Gemini. I keep getting these notifications. She's like, my crystal collection. I'm like, dude, you don't want to see my crystal collection. How heavy was that box of crystals I bought? 100 pounds?
Something like that.
Yeah, I couldn't lift that. It was, yeah. It's a lot of crystals. Still have most of them. I should do a giveaway. I should just do a giveaway. Just like grab a handful of crystals and do a freaking giveaway.
We could do that.
We could do that. I almost did that. And why didn't I? Well, I don't know.
Does life happen?
Because life happened. I'm kind of addicted to the smell of this glue. Not only do I like to peel it off of my fingers. Hey, Cats Play. Hi there. Good to see you. How are you? I can't remember your proper name because I'm old and forgetful. I apologize for that. Oops.
I'm telling you, we're going to have to make a freaking cheat board.
A lot of people do that, actually. It's really not a bad idea. Ooh, that didn't work right. That cheesecloth needs to come down a little bit. It's a good name. Thank you, Evelyn. So I'm in a crazy mood today. My first live stream in like 2 weeks or something because my health has been, I've just been having a really hard time lately. And I'm not sure why, but I feel better today, which is good. I hope you are well as well. That was redundant, but you get the point. I'm not old. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for that. Hey, Donna. Good to see you. I'm fairly well and doing fairly good. I'm still not where I want to be, but I wanted to come on. I miss you guys. I miss you like crazy. Know what I mean? So I'm building a journal here. This is made out of a junk mailer. It's got like, it's really cool. I saw it when I saw it in the mail, come in from the mail. I was like, that's a journal. So I just decided to go ahead and make a journal. And this one is covered with this really neat like snake scale fabric. So I wanted to make it look like, you know, I wanted it to be a dragon journal. So I've been putting all kinds of stuff in here. That's a print. But yeah, it's got little pockets and pockets and then more pockets and then, oh, what's that? A pocket.
More cowbell.
More cowbell. Yeah, Donna, it's because of the I'm still recovering from the major surgery that I had, and my digestive system is not what it used to be, and I have problems crop up all the time, and I don't know I don't know why. I don't know what's doing it. I don't know how to fix it. I just have to weather the storm and do what I can. And it's very frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. So on this end, what I've done is I've covered it, and then I put these I sewed on these pockets before I put the fabric on the outside. There's a pocket here and there's a pocket here as well. But that's like, it's faux suede fabric. I thought it went really well with the color scheme.
And it's so soft.
It is. It's really soft. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with this one. Got little dragon cutouts and tiny tags with little moon cutouts on them and stuff like that. And I just am throwing lots and lots of little fancy things in here. And it's going to go in my Etsy shop when I'm done. I'm just still working on it. I didn't feel like coloring today. I just didn't. Let's see, that opens up and there's, let's see, let me grab one of these. There's a pocket here. There's a little tiny pocket here, and then there's a tuck here. So it's kind of full of little hidey holes, which I love doing because, you know, then, oh, and it's also got a pocket right behind here. You can lose stuff in there, but the point is that you can put something in there and just have like a little string or something hanging out, and nobody has to know what's in there except for you. I love doing that. I really, really do. It's super fun. It's unexpected. It's unique. You know, it's kind of cool. So yeah, who else is in here? Donna and Cat's Play. Evelyn. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah.
That came in when you were talking about your digestive.
My digestive. Yeah. It actually isn't really painful. It's just very. Sometimes there's a lot of pressure, and it's so bad that I can barely move. But it doesn't hurt. I mean, which is good. So on this side we have a little pocket. We have this little fold down thingy, and this folds up. Then there's a little envelope in here, and there's a pocket behind that envelope that you can't really see. This kind of just tucks. And then there's this with teeny tiny little envelopes in it. It's so cute. These are so cute. Oh my God. Oh, I love these. And then there's this pocket. This little, I made them look like little file folders. I thought that was kind of neat. And then there's like a journal, a mini journaling card with a dragon picture. It's like a Chinese dragon. It's really beautiful. I don't, oh, it would help if I was in frame.
Yes.
You hush over there, Peanut Gallery. Anyway, but yeah, I made like little, this one's a little different too because it's got a round top instead of an angular top. I just wanted to do something a little different. Don't want to do everything the same all the time. Come on, man. Anyway.
Variety, it is the spice of life.
It's the spice of something, all right. And then this has got like This is St. George and the Dragon. It's a very old, it's a postcard. It's an old postcard. I don't even know where it came from. Maybe it came from, my best friend used to have these huge books full of napkin and card samples. And she gave me a whole crap load of it. And I was like, at the time I was doing decoupage. So that was kind of neat. But now that I'm doing junk journals, oh my God, talk about, when I remembered that I had all this stuff, I was just like, journal fodder, yay! But anyway, so I've got that, and then I've got this printout of a dragon, and then on the edge, I've added some textiles. It's a piece of fabric like the cover, but it's in grays and blacks. A little piece of velvet and a little piece of paper that I've stenciled, and it kind of looks kind of neat. I don't know if you guys can actually, oop, there we go. There we are. And then the dragon is kind of fierce looking. I kind of like him. Not your usual dragon picture, but we've got that there. I'm going to put other stuff in there, and then there's going to be two signatures here, and I'm in the process of adding all kinds of little dealy thingies. That's an envelope that I turned into a double pocket thing that goes in there, and then the center of this signature is really cool. This came out of a book, and I don't use a whole lot of kits in my stuff yet because I don't really want to. But this came out of a book, and this is a journaling card bookmark thing, and it says dragon, positive qualities, dragon, negative qualities. And it just kind of slides down through here, and it's kind of like a belly band. There's no bottom to it, which I left it like that on purpose. But then this flips, and you can journal there, and then this is a pocket on this side, and that's the center of the signature. So got all kinds of little flips and flaps. And Corolla, oh, it's good to see you, sweetheart. How are you?
Evelyn says she's never done a journal. This is kind of cool.
Oh, you should. Everybody should do at least one journal. There are so many tutorials out there. The Paper Outpost on YouTube has some really great, if you're looking to do like a true junk journal, she's got some really great tutorials. And another person who's got some really great tutorials, who also has a whole playlist full of her themed junk journals, which are phenomenal. She does Edgar Allan Poe. She does, oh my God, I can't even go. It's just the coolest stuff ever. Is Nick the Booksmith. And these ladies both have Etsy stores. They're very, very different. Pam at the Paper Outpost, she does a lot of nature journals and flowers, and she stuffs her books full of ephemera. She must have, like, I don't know, a huge source of funds, because she stuffs her junk journals full of real, authentic ephemera, like old receipts from the 1900, 1910, and book pages from even earlier than that, and all kinds of great stuff. Now, Nick the Booksmith, although she does use authentic, vintage, and antique elements, her aesthetic is different. She likes dark, grungy, spooky, very creepy sometimes, and that is more along the lines of what I like. I like the Paper Outpost because she's really good at taking you through step by step and teaching you how to do like a frilly journal. And then Nick the Booksmith, who is like, it's like they're complete opposites. She does the whole dark, brooding aesthetic, like creepy. Oh man, her stuff is awesome. She thinks outside the box much of the time, which I love. And she also does dioramas and stuff like collage, assemblage, sorry. But anyway, so I'm having a lot of fun with this, and I am just preparing a bunch of journaling cards, and backed with coffee stain paper and stitches. I'm stitching them on my machine. This one's really cool. This one I learned from a place called Mad Paper Crush. Mad Paper Crush does a lot of ephemera, like new ideas. She just kind of takes an old idea and runs with it. Super cool stuff. I love her idea on this because, as you can see, it's like a card in a frame, and then there's little tiny brads on the corners, but check it out. It is a hidden journaling spot. Ready? Boop. And you can journal on the back of that. And you can journal on the back of the card, which I've pieced together red stained coffee stain paper that I did myself. So, but it's the red is watercolor pigment. But yeah, look at that. Isn't it neat? It kind of spins around. Anyway, yeah, I love doing that. Hidden stuff is my shtick. So I'm just kind of creating, you know, little or big, as the case may be, journaling cards and tags and etc. Sweet. Thank you, Mark. But yeah, this is an unusual little kind of journaling spot. It just folds right up, so it can get very small like this. Let's get small. If anybody knows who originally said that, I have a really huge bridge that I want to give you. Anyway, that's I like doing stuff like this too. This idea I got from Pam at the Paper Outpost. So if you're interested in crafting junk journals, dudes, check them out. They're fun. Carola, it is good to know that you are doing well. I am doing okay. I'm not as well as I would like to be, but there goes Mark. He's commented. Yeah, you know, I did get a lot of sleep last night, which is cool because yesterday morning, our next door neighbor is the guy is a total, I don't know. I don't want to badmouth anybody, but he had a perfectly healthy 30-year-old mesquite tree in his backyard. Huge tree, beautiful, just growing really well. He chopped it all down. Yeah, he did. He chopped it all down. Why? Because he's putting in stuff. Yesterday he had 3 guys over there, and he was out there too, in his front yard, building a wall. And the wall is, it starts at the front corner, the corner of our front yard, and goes down his driveway. And then there's like a section, there's like posts out in the front of his house. And I'm assuming they're going to put like metal sections, you know, inside of those posts. So it look, you know, there's a metal section, a fence, and then a post, and then a metal section and a post, that kind of thing. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, you know, before they started working, I was just like, oh my God. I mean, they started working at 5:45. Now, yesterday, I did not want to get up at 5:45 because I was up almost all night. I must have gotten 2 hours of sleep. And it was Saturday morning. Saturday. I'm just like, dudes, come on. Give a girl a break, would ya? Anyway, so they built this wall and they built like sections out in the front, and I'm watching them do this. And the more I saw going up between our yard and his yard, the happier I got, because now I don't have to look at them. You know, it should be illegal to cut a perfectly healthy tree down here too. However, the mesquite trees, they're indigenous. Well, no, I take that back. Mesquite trees are not indigenous to Arizona, but they grow here like crazy because the place that they are from originally has the same type of weather patterns. So it is, Evelyn, oh my God, I know, 5:45 on a Saturday morning, please, people. Come on. Sheesh. Anyway, so now there's a wall between our yard and their yard in the front, and I am just like, I'm totally super duper happy with it, because it makes our yard separate, totally separate from their yard, and I don't have to look at their yard is bare. It's gravel. Their whole front yard is gravel. Their whole backyard is probably working on being gravel. And you know what he did with the tree? I don't know. He stuck it in the back of his truck and drove off with it. And I'm thinking that he dumped it in some kind of a lot somewhere. Hopefully he gave it to somebody who will let it cure and use it in a fire pit. I would have used it in our fire pit. Oh, man. Yeah, you know, and it's not just that they got me up that early, because I can hang with that. I can deal with that. But when you're have been up a lot the night before, and all you want to do on Saturday is try and sleep in, and then they do with all the, I mean, they were using a jackhammer, they were, I mean, you name it. And then the cement mixer truck came in, and that was loud. It was like all day long. There was tons of noise. And I was just like, oh my God, because I don't do well with that kind of stuff. I lived in Show Low for 9 years, and it was freaking quiet up there, dudes. It was quiet. It was like a woodpecker screeched 15 miles away and you could hear it, you know? I don't know. It was just really, really quiet, and I got used to that. And now I'm just like, oh, really? I can tolerate some things, and thank God they weren't playing a radio really loud or anything. But it was just the jackhammer, because you can't. It's not just hearing it; you can feel that in your floor. So it was just like, I was not having a good day, health wise either. So it was just like the straw that broke the camel's back. You know that saying, that it's just like one little thing after another, and pretty soon it was just like that one little thing, and I was just really unhappy, because that it was like, I don't know, I don't even know what it was. Something just set me off, and I was just like, all right, I've had it. So, you know, there, I ranted. Thank you guys for listening. Y'all so awesome. Sheesh. I'm sorry. So anyway, coloring and crafting is keeping me sane. So that, and, you know, when I can go out and work in the yard, but I didn't go out and work in the yard yesterday until I watered it like after dark, because I didn't want to go out there when all those guys were out there, because, well, I don't care. I don't care how homely I look. They still stare, and it makes me really uncomfortable. So I just don't go out. Corolla. Oh my God. Otherwise, you have to listen to your boyfriend. Oh. So Evelyn, what are you painting? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what you're painting while I work on my journal. And Corolla, if you're coloring, what are you coloring? Is there anyone else?
About ready for bed? Is it bedtime over there?
Well, yeah, but she's probably working on something.
Evelyn does fluid acrylic painting.
Oh, sweet. Fluid acrylic. Oh, I love watching that stuff. You have a YouTube channel, don't you? I should go watch that, because I love looking at that. You know how when you go into your YouTube inbox on your phone, and there's just like a whole long list of stuff that videos that people have put on YouTube. Whenever there's a paint pouring video, I stop and watch it, because I just love that.
Yes, she does.
Awesome. Is it under Cats Play Art? I gotta write this down. I was supposed to look for you before, and I completely forgot, because I'm just horrible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
You know what's weird?
Hey, Mark, why don't you find that and put a link to it on here?
Yeah, you know how you used to be able to do the 3 dots?
Yeah.
Click on that.
Yeah, they took it away.
Well, those bastards.
No filters, guys. No filters. What did I say? What did I say in the video description? Go check it out, because there's like few filters. So I printed up some stuff that I thought I'd use in this journal because it matches the colors. This is from a place online called, and I've had it on my computer for I don't even know how long. It's called Medieval Mirage, and it's on Etsy. And she has her kits they're digital printable kits, and they're like, I think this kit was like $8.76 or something, and it prints up. Originally it was an A4 size, but you can change it to 8.5 by 11. A4 is like a little bit bigger than an 8.5 by 11. But the kits have like 43 freaking pages in them, guys. 43. This lady does really great work too. She's really, really talented when it comes to these digital things. Oh my God, Evelyn, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. I appreciate that. I don't wear makeup anymore. I when I first got my health first started getting a little bit weird, I stopped wearing makeup because I was crying so much. I kept crying all my makeup off. So, oh, did you find it? Awesome. So Mark just posted a link to Evelyn's YouTube channel. So yay. Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
I
Says she's coloring Dragon in Gothic magazine, and tomorrow she starts Wild Soul.
Oh, way cool.
But right now she's just listening to you in bed.
Oh, I kind of, I know, huh? I kind of figured that you were in bed, but I just wanted to know, like, you know, what you were working on at this time in your life. Not like, you know, well, you know what I mean. I'm not going to go through all that. So anyway, this is kind of cool. Oh, wait a minute. Something didn't get trimmed off. Get off of there, you. I really, really love these. The whole architecture, the stonework up the pillars, and the background here that looks all crackly. That is just really, really cool. I really love it. And that's just a little journaling card. Oh, cool. Pink Odd Bird. If you guys want to see Gothic, like goth journals and like pagan journals, Pink Odd Bird has some really great stuff. She is super, super talented when it comes to putting together a journal. Different than others, yes. And one of the things I appreciate about the crafting community and the coloring community is that we can all take something that has a basic similar format, like a coloring page or a book, and we can give it our own twist, and they all come out completely different. It's so cool. It is just, blows me away. It just blows me away. Sometimes I ink stuff like this to get the white off of the edge, and it just helps kind of blend in with the color scheme that I'm using. Some of the stuff in this journal I have inked with a really, really dark brown, so it looks sort of burned, like the edge of this page here. That kind of, I went a little overboard with the ink on purpose because I wanted it to look like it got singed because it's a dragon journal. So yeah, I'm having a ball, you guys. This one's going to be really freaking cool when I'm done with it. I'm going to put a dragon. I have these big old dragon eyes that I got off of a store on Etsy, and oh my God, I've had them for like 3 years. I used to put them in a bunch of jewelry, and then I stopped making jewelry because it's really hard to sit and make jewelry when you have to get up from your work table a lot of times. And that's what I have to do sometimes. But with these, with working on journals, I can get up and come back to it, and it's fine. I don't know why it's different. It just is.
So to catch you up, Corolla says she's a little bit scared to start the Wild Soul because it's such a lovely messed up.
Oh,
Carlos is in.
Carlos, welcome. Hey there, man. How are you? Corolla, I understand that completely. I do. I used to buy, when I found a book that I really, really loved, a coloring book, I would buy 2. I don't buy so many coloring books anymore. I just want, like, there's a couple that I want, but I don't buy them so much anymore.
No, you let me buy them for you.
I let Mark buy them for me. Yeah, because I haven't really been putting, I haven't really been able to put a lot in my store. There hasn't been a lot of sales, and that's where my fun money came from. Sometimes if I made enough, I paid bills too, but so I would buy 2, but you don't have to do that. You can, if you buy a book, you can, and it's got coloring pages in it, I think you're supposed to be able to copy the uncolored page from there and color on that. You just can't sell it. Hot Pocket pizza.
Hey, those things are actually pretty good.
I've never had a Hot Pocket pizza, but I love pizza. Love pizza.
Yep, see? Evelyn's got the right idea.
What?
Buys a coloring book, takes it apart, and scans it.
Yep.
She can print as many as she knows.
There's a good idea. You bought it. You might as well, right? Very good idea. But yeah, you should color in it, Corolla. Color in it. Or scan a page and color it, because really, don't deny yourself the fun. Don't deny yourself. I think I'm going to save these words. See, I save everything. I have a box full of words and cut out things. See this? Box full of words.
Oh, sorry. I just went right back to that whole Hancock line.
What's that?
Oh, use your words.
Use your words. Cool, Corolla. Oh, yeah. Oh, Evelyn.
Oh, wow, that's a great idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea. I never thought of that, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Some books, you really have to take them apart to scan them. I know. Because they don't open flat. So I am going to use this one and make myself another little tag. A hidden tag, I think.
I don't know if it really matters to you, but you're almost out of frame.
Yeah, it matters. Hello, everyone. It looks like there's 12 people watching. Hey, guys, if you would give me a thumbs up, that would be terrific, and I would appreciate it. I won't say that I'd be forever in your debt, but I might be. But really, seriously, guys, I would totally appreciate the thumbs up, because Huh?
Cassandra K is it.
Cassandra, hi there. Aw. Most common PDF. That's true, Evelyn. Yeah, Etsy is easier, and you can buy. You don't have to buy a whole book. You can just buy a couple of PDFs or a packet of PDFs of stuff that you'll really, really color. And that's one of the things about books, so about coloring books, is you can buy a coloring book, and there's just some pictures in there that don't speak to you. You'll never color them, and it's kind of a waste. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Ooh, cookie.
Hey, just for the sake of those who may not be familiar with it and all.
Yeah.
What kind of ink are you using?
This is it's put out by a company called Ranger. It's Tim Holtz. It's Distress ink. It's in color vintage photo. There we are. And acid free, because you want it acid free if you're making a book, or anything with paper, because that way it won't help corrode your paper. The paper eventually is going to wear out, but some books that I have seen lately, they're from like 1860, 1890, 1910. And some of those books, the paper in them is still really awesome. Christine Karen. Oh, Christine Aldridge. Oh, yeah. Is it journaling? If I'm gathering Post-its and writing them. Actually, Evelyn, yes. You made Mark laugh. That's so funny, you guys.
Oh, that would be me. I love that because that is so me.
You know, it's funny. Nick the Booksmith made a Post-it holder book in one of her tutorials. So yeah, I'm reading this going, wait, have you seen that? My internal dialogue is like, wait, have you heard that? Have you seen that? So that's a really cool little journaling card there. I think what I'm going to do, I forgot to do the back. But anyway, yeah, this is what helps it look kind of aged. I have actually have some notebook paper that I used. It's from a notebook that I used when I was in elementary school. Yeah, I'm that old. And the paper is yellowed. And it looks really, really cool. Now, it might be the type of paper it is that made it yellow like that fairly quickly, which tells me that it's not acid-free. So that's just an example of why you'd want to use an acid-free ink coloring with your stuff. Okay, let's see. I think I like this one better. And I think I'm going to put it on a black background. Let's see what I got here. Well, that'll work. That will work. Now I need my Widow pencil. There it is. I knew it was over here somewhere. Yup. I shouldn't be working on top of my journal, but it's not going to hurt it. One thing about black paper, you can write on it with graphite and it shows up really well. That's for darn sure. 1 second. I'm using my fancy old paper cutter over here. It is a it is a gift from Mark. It is a Rototrim. Let's see what's the number on it. Master Cut 2 professional paper cutter. This thing is the bee's freaking knees, dudes. Okay. I have Post-its with passwords from both work stuff and home stuff. The computer monitor. My God, Evelyn, that's familiar. I had to get, like, you know, a notebook. See how nice that looks? Look at that, how nice that looks.
A notebook? You went to the 3x5 index cards in a box.
I do. I have a box, a little recipe box with 3x5 cards, and it's full. And then I have a second one that I'm starting. Sad, I know, but hey. Okay, now I want to do... Okay, these need to go up here because they're in my way. There.
And everyone thinks you're in your 30s.
Evelyn, you're so sweet. Oh my God.
Yay, and Corolla gets to go to the hairdresser next week.
Oh, sweet Corolla. I need a haircut so bad. Okay, Cat's Play, Evelyn. Evelyn, that's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Evelyn.
Sorry.
Evelyn. Yes. My hair needs colored too. And if you can guess my age, I will feature you on my Facebook page. I am not 30. I'm not younger than 30. That's for damn sure. Okay, I'm thinking, should I make this a hidden one? Because that would be kind of neat too. I think I will. I think I'll make it a hidden one and show y'all how that's done. That would be kind of fun. Let's move this. And this is a piece of jute. Actually, 3 pieces of jute that I braided together because I'm going to use it for a border. Anyway, so we're going to do this little guy. Oh, let's see here. I need my dark paper. Where's my dark paper? And it's gone. Oh, there it is. My dark paper that I can get glue on. Okay, so we've got our journaling card and we've got a backing. So what I want to do is I want to decide what kind of paper I'm going to put here. And I think I'm going to use some of my coffee dyed paper. Look what I did. I made a spiral on it. I have other designs too, like keys and stuff. It's really neat. It's so fun dyeing paper. I love it. No, I'm not in my 30s. Oh. Okay. So what I'm going to do.
Oh my God.
I'm guessing you're about my age. Oh my God. $250?
You get her hair dyed gray.
Oh my, yeah, I heard that's a big thing now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know, it's crazy. I mean, an older lady.
God, I was a trendsetter before I knew it.
Oh my God. Yeah, Mark's hair is like silver. It's really pretty. Yeah, it's pretty. So anyway, I am
Close to that.
close to that. Close. I was born in 1965. So yes, very, very close to that. And most people do not know that I'm that old. In fact, for the longest time when I lived up in Show Low, people thought I was my son's sister. It runs in our family. The women in my family look far younger than we are. And it's always been that way. We just do. It's cool, but you get carded for a lot longer than you should. People don't believe you're old enough to buy alcohol. I was just looking at a friend of mine who's, I don't know, I think she's like 45 or something, and she just got carded. She went into a liquor store with a mask and a baseball cap on, and her hair was in braids, and she got carded. She goes, I've been carded for 20 years. And I felt like going, hey, lady, you should be happy about that.
How did they card you for wearing a mask? If you can't see their face.
You would have to take the mask off for just a second.
But
I know. But what are they supposed to do?
just saying.
Okay, so now I've got, is this the right half? No, not the right half. In fact, I think I cut it too big. Yeah, hold on. Hold the phone. I should have tore it. Oh, that would look so cool. That's okay.
Too late.
Actually, it's not too late. Too late. Too long. One more cut. There we go. That ought to work. Nope, too wide. This is what I get for eyeballing all of my measurements. You know what I mean? Okay, so if I put that there and this goes over the top, see, that'll be hidden. And then we're going to put one on the back, journaling spot on the back. I think I will tear that one because it just looks really neat. So this is called fussy tearing, and all I'm doing is I'm taking off this little teeny tiny margin on the edge, and I'm trying to tear it as straight as I can. And the reason why I want to tear it is A, it looks older, and B, because it will hold on to the ink that I'm going to put around the edges better if it has a torn edge. It just soaks right down into the fibers. It's really cool. And since I'm doing this whole journal in shades of brown and singed paper, I thought that it would look neat this way. Oh my gosh, you know what, Evelyn? My brother Randy, he went bald at 21. Yeah, I'm a little younger than you are. I love getting carded too. Oh my gosh, it's so fun, especially when you get carded and then they look at you like Wait, what? It's just fun. I think I'm going to round that corner. There we go. So I'm just kind of, see, I'm just kind of tearing a little teeny piece off right there. That's fun. Most of the time I can do it. Sometimes my hands cramp up really bad, and that just started happening in the last year or so, but I get these cramps in my hands and I have to like open my hand by force. It's crazy. I would like to have my hair cut. I mean, it's a freaking disaster right now. It just, I don't think I'm going to color it anymore though. It's just so much work. It's so expensive. I love my red, but I don't know. It's just, it's kind of a cross between being proud of all those gray hairs I earned and kind of a tribute to the wisdom that you gain as you grow older. Okay, so this is going on the back. See, now that doesn't that look neat? That's going to look really cool. I'm going to ink it. We're going to ink it with this. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do is use the, hold on just one tick. Where is it? I've got these teeny tiny little ink things that I hide from myself periodically.
I thought the idea behind getting those organizers was so you can find things.
Well, that's for paper.
Oh.
See, he thinks he knows what I want it for. Anyway, this is ground espresso. Ground espresso. It is very, very dark brown. I don't always use it, but for this, it's really cool. It's got kind of a green cast to it if you're not careful about the color of paper that your base is. It can look very green. Another thing that I like to do on this is kind of scrunch it a little and then ink the folds. And then when you open it back up, it's got like cool little folds in it, inked folds. And that kind of lends to the whole singed kind of look appearance that you can give it. Kind of neat. And no, I didn't learn that from anybody, although I've seen other people do it and do tutorials on how to make your paper look really, really aged, and they use that technique. But I was using it before, honestly, and it just, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the art background. And because I'm kind of the type of person that when I do something, I like to do everything differently. Like, I don't want to do the same thing twice, is what I'm trying to say. So I like to put in little elements, different little techniques and stuff that make it look a little different. And it's just really fun. It's really calming, especially when you, and I know this is going to sound weird. I love the sound of tearing paper and tearing fabric. And I don't know why that is. It's just, it's kind of calming. I don't know. I'm getting some water, guys. So the cat is pretending to be a gargoyle right now. She's sitting on the top of her dresser, looking out the back door. And we have a sliding glass door, so it's like it's like a big screen TV for her. Wisdom with just 3 gray hairs. You know what, Corolla? I don't count the hairs. I just say I've got gray hairs, and that proves I'm gaining wisdom. See, that way you don't have to really explain. You just go, yeah, I got gray hair. Earned every darn one of them. I don't know. I did. I earned all of them. My kids are all grown up and out of the house and everything, but I worry about people that I care about probably too much. Like my husband and my best friend and you guys and other people that, you know, I know in online and in real life. I just worry. I just care about, you know, what's going on in their lives and stuff. Even though, but I'm horrible about reaching out and emailing people. I'm horrible. I just don't, I have this philosophy that I don't want to bother people. You know what I mean? Okay, great thing about using this 3-in-1 glue, and this is Beacon 3-in-1 glue. It's not a water-based glue. It's kind of like rubber when it starts drying. As Nick the Booksmith says, it's kind of like snot. It's true. But anyway, it dries really fast. It really smells. It's acetone based. It's like it's just heavy duty, powerful glue. And like I was saying a little while ago, I'm kind of addicted to the smell. But I like the smell of gasoline and rubbing alcohol too, so I don't know.
Arnie's in.
Hey Arnie, good to see you. How are you and your cats?
And to catch you up, Evelyn says that tearing fabric is like nails on a chalkboard.
Oh God, I'm glad I didn't do that on my video today.
Right.
Because I actually just got done laundering some really old linens that I got at the thrift store years ago, because I was watching a video and they were saying, here's 10 things that you can do with old bed sheets, and you have to like tear them into strips. So I did. I tore some of them into strips, but I was thinking I should just tear strips on my video today. It's what I'm doing, and I'm glad I didn't. I don't want to make you feel like, you know, nails on a chalkboard or anything. That would suck. Ah, no. Hate when that happens. Anyway, this glue is really strong and it dries really fast. You have about, I don't know, 7 seconds to take it off and replace it once you put it on. Some glues, like PVA glue, you have actually a couple of minutes that you can still peel it off if you do it wrong. And what I'm doing here when I'm rubbing it like that is I have the glue kind of squished out from under the paper, so I had a little shiny spot, and if you rub it when it's still wet, it just kind of balls up and falls off. So it's pretty user-friendly, I'll say. Oh my God, you poor thing. You know, see, I'm the kind of person, I don't even mind nails on a chalkboard. I was the girl who people would scratch the chalkboard and I'd look at them and go, and? Okay, now I'm going to get down this handy dandy little tool. This is called a Crocodile 2. This is a really awesome piece of machinery. Do not pay full price for it. Take your coupon and get 40% off at Joann's or Michael's or something. You can do it online. Yes, you can. And if you need something like this, I suggest using a coupon, because it's $25 if you don't, and that's a little extravagant. I think it's a little high priced, because what it does is you've got up here, I'll show you, this little guy slides, okay, and what it does is it'll punch a 1/8 inch hole and a 3/16 inch hole, and then this part up here, this is for this, and that sets a grommet, eyelet. And you can set different sizes of eyelets by turning these little boxes here, which is really, really cool. I mean, you know, you've got all this stuff in one place, and it's kind of heavy. It's a heavy duty thing, but gosh, don't pay full price for anything if you don't have to. That's my philosophy. So what I'm going to do now is I have the card. Here's my journaling card front. You can write on the back. I've also got the hidden portion right there on top of the black backing. And then in the back, I've got more journaling space here. And yes, all of these surfaces are created to write on. So when I say junk journal, all of the surfaces inside of a junk journal, if you can write on it, that's what it was intended for. And I got to tell you, I have seen some journals where people have worked in them after they've gotten them, even on pages that already have like a pattern or something, and it looks so cool to see somebody's handwriting on these decorated pages. It's just really neat. Oh, your cat needs a bath, Corolla. How do you say that? Bello? How is he with a bath? Because I used to have a cat that would come into the shower with me on purpose. She loved it. But most cats don't really like getting wet so much. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this where I want it to sit. I'm going to try to make it even. And then I'm going to punch the first hole through this corner up here, because this is the corner that I want it to spin out from. So this corner hole has to be through both papers. It has to go through the front and the back. So that, and I'm using my 1/8 because I'm going to put a tiny brad in it. So that's going to go right about there. You can see it better there. So now what I'm going to do is take it off of there, and I'm just going to punch the other holes in the corners, and they don't have to be even or spaced as far. I'm eyeing it. I'm not going to be all hung up on making it totally even or anything, because it's a junk journal, folks. So, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my little handy dandy bag of tiny brads. And I'm going to use silver on this one because I've been using, uh-oh, I'm out of focus, Mark says. Come on, you can do it. Come on, little computer thingy. Oh, for heaven's sake. All right. Let's see if this helps. And it did. Cool. My cloth cutting scissors. I'm just going to leave those there so it has something to focus on. Okay. Hates to dry them with the towel. So do you dry them with a hairdryer? The first brad is going through that first hole, the one that's going to be the hinge. Sometimes I put a little piece of, like a little punched out circle of paper over the brad legs after I do this. But really all you need to do, and this is what I do most of the time, because it will increase bulk in your journal if you put too many layers and layers and layers of stuff. I just take something hard and I push down, because it doesn't matter if that's really, really flush. So you've got this, and then the legs are in the back. Now I can trim those, or like I said, cover it, but I don't generally do that. And then see, it's just going to open just right like that. But it's a hidden journaling spot. Freaking love that. Okay, so I need 3 more brads. I'm going to put this little bag of hardware away. And I did get this idea from a place called Mad Paper Crush. It's on YouTube. She's a genius. Go watch her. She's really fun. She always starts her videos off with, "Hello, friends." And she always sounds so cheerful. So I'm just putting the other brads. Mad Paper Crush. Ow. Ow. It poked me. So I'm going to spin this out so I can push that down like that. And going to open that one up as well, if I can get to it. Come on.
Cannot spell for today. You saved my life.
Mark's having troubles over there. And the last one goes in the last corner, and these are only going through the front, the top layer of paper. So we're going to tuck that underneath there. We're going to push it down. Now, if it gets in, if the legs get in the way, you can always go back and trim them off. Not a problem, because they're bendable. So, and if they fall off, you can always glue the brad head onto the paper. You can fix just about anything. So there we have it. That is a journaling card, small, but with lots and lots of space. So you've got, it folds out like that. You can write on this portion and the very back and the hidden spot. So there you have it. Very cool. I love those. When I saw her make those, I was like, oh, that's right up my alley. Cool. My dark and hidden alley. Okay. So let's see. What else did we want to do? Let's see. Here is, I could make a concertina booklet out of that. That is really pretty, isn't it? It is really nice. And all of these are public domain images. All of the stuff that she uses on here, they're like Da Vinci and Botticelli and Raphael and like masters artworks that are public domain.
So the only one I recognize there is the Mona Lisa.
The Mona Lisa. What, this one?
Yeah, the second one from the left.
That's not the Mona Lisa.
Really?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, maybe it is. Oh, she's just added some different colors to it.
She put different backgrounds in there too, but that's the Mona Lisa.
It's weird when you add different colors. I'm so used to seeing it primarily greens, you know? Anyway, so kind of what I wanted to do with this is I can make a hinge and just make it like a fold out thing. Paper hinges are really cool, but fabric hinges last longer. And I have all of, look at that. I have all of this fabric. See? Oh, where's my little birdie nest? And when I was tearing, I gotta show you guys, this is so stinking cute. When I was tearing the fabric up, of course you get all kinds of little threads hanging around, right? So this is another thing I learned from the Paper Outpost. You can take the thread and you can add like Mod Podge or PVA glue to it and shape it into a little birdie nest. See that? And then you can add like little tiny beads to it and just glue them in once the initial gluing dries. And then you can put those on the outside of your journal, like on the book cover. It's so cute. I got to tell you. Anyway, okay, I'm done.
Or hey, you could just put the nests, not put anything inside of them.
Yeah.
Put the nests out in your tree for the hummingbird. Ready-made nest.
You know, I keep taking threads out on my, they attach themselves to my pants, my leggings, and I just stick them on the plants outside.
See, there you go.
Oh, and I do still plan on doing a video about my front yard, you guys. I just haven't done it yet because I haven't been feeling well. But I'm thinking about what to do. And now that there's a wall between our yard and the neighbor's yard, I have a little more privacy. I'm so happy. Oh, man.
Woo! We can dance naked in the moonlight.
We are not. You can dance naked in the moonlight all you want. I am not going to do that. I don't like mosquito bites on my arse.
Oh, no, there is that.
Now, because this is on presentation paper, the colors are really nice. That's why they're so nice, because this is printed on presentation paper on my little inkjet printer, my Epson inkjet. The paper, just as with art and coloring, the paper really does matter. So just a little tip for you. Presentation paper will print up like this. Then I have, this is Southworth parchment copy paper. It's got kind of a, this would be really good to color on because it's got, if it's what you're looking for, because it's got a tooth on this side. It's kind of got a rough side and a smooth side. So that's kind of neat. But this is just copy paper, and I printed these up on this because there's an envelope here And then this is like a belly band and, you know, decoration, a little postcard, a little journaling card, and I can back those with, I have a ton of cardstock that we got from a friend of ours, a friend of Mark's actually. But what I wanted to do, because this is on presentation paper and it's fairly thick, because I don't like to bend it with my ruler, although you can just like boom, bend it and make a really nice straight edge. What I like to do is get out this handy dandy little guy. This is my scoring board. This will score your paper and chipboard. Chipboard is harder to score, but this presentation paper and cardstock stuff and file folders, you can score really easily on this. So all you do is you line it up. There we go. You line it up. And I use this. This is actually, it could be an embossing tool, but I got this in a nail art set. I got like a whole bunch of flat back acrylic jewels and some other little nail embellishments. And there were like 5 of these things in different sizes for $15, which is a steal, because usually when you have an embossing tool, your embossing tool, because it's called an embossing tool, is like $8.99. One is like $8.99. It's crazy. So I'm just going to run this down that one groove and create my score. Now what you can do here is, because you're supposed to bend it the opposite direction that you score, and what I mean is when you score this, you can see that it's, hopefully you can see that it's, the dent goes down. So you're supposed to make the valley into a mountain and fold it opposite way. So that's done there. And this one is going to be harder because there's nothing to go by. So what I'm going to do is make a little tick right there, put it on my little groove. I'm making like a little fold out thing. You can use a bone folder for this as well. Like this comes with a bone folder. It's plastic, but you can do this too. I don't like doing that. I find it more difficult to use. So I just use the embossing tool. It seems way easier and it's easier to hold for my hands. So we're just going to continue on. Score this one. And you can use this technique, not just for junk journal stuff. You can use this technique, say you want to make a greeting card. Phew, go for it. Get yourself a piece of cardstock, an old file folder, etc., etc. Okay, so we're going to make the valley into a mountain. And now we have a little concertina fold-out thingy. See that?
Evelyn says she got a set as tracing tools for coloring on Amazon for $8.
Oh, sweet. See? Tracing tool. Oh, I know, Evelyn. I like the parchment paper too to color on. It's really nice. Of course, if I want smoother paper, I don't print on smoother paper. It just depends on what pencils I plan on using. What, Mark?
And by the way, if you're doing leather work, those little embossing tools work really well for tooling the leather.
Yes. Yeah, they totally would.
Yeah.
Although they wouldn't be quite as sturdy as a solid metal embossing tool.
True.
You could still use them as long as you were careful. Yeah. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to ink all the way around the outside, and I'm going to put it in the journal in such a way. I'm going to, like, I think what I might do is just like this, and then so it can go like that. Because that kind of looks like that's all it is. I don't want to cut, I don't want to glue down on this because that is pretty. So I may just, I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. I do that a lot. But I do need to add some ink because it just doesn't look old and it's too new looking. Silly. Behave, Mark. She told you.
Uh-huh.
She told you. Where's the dog?
Lying right here next to me.
Oh, good. Okay. He's been so quiet today. Does he not feel well?
I'm not sure.
So I'm going to also ink these folds. Not going to get too crazy, but I am going to get crazy enough. You can get these little ink dauber thingies just about anywhere that you can find the ink pads, but you don't need to use the. Some people use makeup sponges. I don't, because I find that the makeup sponge just sucks the ink right up, and it's really hard to make it come back out again, I guess. I don't know. I just don't like the way that it works. I'm so picky. Oh my God. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. I love this one. I just love that one. She looks so pensive. Yep. That's it. Another journal that I'm making, I'm making a Raven journal. I've had the pages forever. I mean, I got them like, oh my God, what, like 7 years ago on Etsy. And I printed them up and they didn't print up right. Well, at the time I wasn't into the junk journal thing, so I was like, what am I going to do with that? So I hung on to them because they represented an amount of money to me. You know what I mean? So I just kind of kept them. Okay, so there we go. It looks okay. So I'll show you the cover is, I made the cover out of, I don't remember, a file folder or something. But anyway, this is the front of this. It's going to be heavily embellished, like with feathers and all kinds of crap. And then this is the inside of the cover, and the pages are actually, it's just like a whole bunch of different pages that I'm going to stick in there, and some poems about dying and death and the spirit land. And it's going to be a gothic spooky journal. But this one has a reinforced spine. It's been reinforced twice, once with fabric and once with Tyvek tape. Tyvek tape is like the super strongest tape that you could use, that doesn't leave. It's like, it doesn't leak sticky stuff all over. You can use packing tape, and you can use like that tape with the fiber in it, which is super strong as well, and it's really hard to tear, but it also gets sticky on the outside. But yeah, so I used this. This is linen that I coffee dyed, and I coffee dyed it really heavily and didn't rinse it out. So it's got all these crazy little designs in it that I just absolutely love. But we have a pocket here, and then there's this pocket here, and that's black cardstock with like a shiny design on it. I thought it went really well with the whole curly cues in the fence and stuff. But yeah, making that one. And the design, this came from, I think it came from Screech Owl Studios on Etsy. I don't even remember. Like I said, it's been like 7 years since I printed that up, or since I bought the thing, and or the digital pack. And I bought the digital pack not for making journals. I bought it for making my own book. So it's just because I like feathers and ravens and stuff. But that is something else that I'm working on. I work on like 10 different things at once, or I'm not happy. Oh, I know. And that's another thing. You know what, Evelyn, Nick the Booksmith, she has a printable kit where you can make a mini book, Edgar Allan Poe, and it's got the whole poem in it, The Raven. but it's really, really small. And she's got instructions about how to put it together and everything. It's really cool. She's got several of those in her store. Nick the Booksmith does. And it's just some really incredible stuff. Anyway, so that's all I'm going to do with this one right now, because I'm not ready to put my embellishments in yet, my little pages and stuff. I need to make stuff to go in there still, and I'm still working on that. I have another page, and this has more dragon pictures on it. You know, this is familiar. This is, you know, you can see I've used these already, but I really, really like the pictures. And this is from a place called Mrs. Coggs on Etsy. And she's got all kinds of, she must have spent hours scouring public domain images of this type of stuff. But yeah, that one's really cool. I like this one. She's like a princess with a, I don't know, she's wearing a crown or a helmet or something. I just think it's really cool looking. Neato. So I think what I'll do now is I'll work on this little envelope thing. And I tend to just cut out around the whole thing and then round my corners with a little tool. And I'll show you how I do that. You guys probably already have seen a corner rounder. I also have a little envelope punch board. Yeah, I lost my head and did that one with the scissors, which I don't like to do because I can't cut straight. I can't cut round either. This one's not so hard. Boop. There we go. And I printed this up on parchment paper because I wanted it to be darker. If I was going to print this up on regular paper, it wouldn't look quite so dark, but I really like the way that it looks like this. So here's the little dooley thingy that I used to make just round the corners. It's not very good. It only costs about $3. They're the We Are Memory Keepers, the people that make this thing, the crocodile. They also have a corner chomper, and it's got 2 sizes of corner chomper in it. It's a heavy duty tool, and it is really neat. It's also very expensive, which is why I don't have one. Okay, now these little notchy guys, let me get this out of the way. What I do with those is I put them on my envelope maker board, and I stick that in there, try and line it up and punch it, and it just punches out like that. You can you see that? It just made a nice little punch. And I can do that with all of them, and it doesn't even have to be right on, you know, oh, come on. Stop being blurry. Where did my scissors go? Come on, you can do it. You can do it, camera. Woo, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna finish chomping these corners, notches, whatever the hell you want to call them. I said hell, I did. And I'm gonna get rid of these little, there we go. Yep. Now, put that little guy away. And get my scoring board back out. I have to move my scissors now. But that's okay, because I'm pretty sure that it's going to stay in focus. And I wrote on these little lines, this board doesn't come with those little lines on it. I put those on myself just to help me line stuff up. Because sometimes you can stick something on there and go, wait, is that right? And it helps you follow the line better. There we go. And you want to be, if you're doing paper, you want to be really careful and not like tear it. You just want to score it really lightly. because if you tear it, if you push too hard, it'll just tear through, and then you'll have to reinforce it with washi tape or something. I like it that it's printed on there though, because that way I can just score it along that line, and I don't have to worry too much about keeping it in line. I just have to line it up with the scoring board line. So then we've got that, and let's see, fold it this way to make the valley into a mountain. Oops, that's crooked. Sometimes it doesn't work. Best laid plans, you know what I mean? But that's okay, because you can fix just about anything. And it doesn't matter to me that these corners are open. I don't know if you can see that from there. Here, I'll show you. See how the corner is open right there? I don't care, because nothing that I put in there is going to slip through. Basically, what I'm planning on putting in there is extra paper to journal on. And it's probably going to be coffee dyed paper, which is kind of fluffy. So it's not going to have any problem staying in there. So just like that. And then you want it to go like this. Now, a lot of people will take an envelope like this if it's not decorated so much. I don't want to cover up any of these beautiful printed designs. I want to leave them kind of where you can see them. So I'm not going to glue this in. I'm going to glue this part together because I want it to hold the paper that I'm going to put in it. But I'm not going to glue the envelope into the journal. I'm going to leave it in, I'm going to put it in a pocket. And I'm going to make a ton of pockets, believe you me. So what I'm going to use is this is my really old, well-used bottle of art glitter glue. There we go. And it has this little tiny tip on it, which helps save on glue because only a little bit will come out. There's a pin in it. The pin is steel. This is not the pin that came with it. Usually you get like a long pin, and you can still use a long pin to unclog the tip if you need to, but do not leave a pin in there that's not steel because it'll change the color of your glue. It'll rust, and it tints your glue different colors, and you really don't want that. You want it to dry clear because it will dry clear. I think it dries clear on fabric. It's called art glitter glue because it was created to be able to use with glitter. So when it dries, all you see is the glitter and not the glue. But it's an industrial strength adhesive, and it can be set with heat. If you read the back of the bottle, it says you can set it with heat, which is really cool because that means that if you use it on fabric and you iron it afterward, like after it's dry, it will heat set, which is permanent. You can also iron paper if you use a low setting and heat set it that way. I don't recommend doing that with a high setting. No, low setting. So there we have it. We have a nice little envelope, and I will probably embellish the front with something. I don't know yet because I haven't thought that far ahead. But that's another little piece of embellishment and element to stick in the journal. And I just think it looks really cool. I just really do. Another thing that you might want to do though, if you're making an envelope like this, is stick something, a card or a bone folder or a little metal ruler or like one of these inside to make sure that you haven't glued it shut, because that can be a problem when you're using stuff like this. But if you like put something in there like this and then push it, you know, kind of squish it, and the glue doesn't squish out, then you're pretty much safe. Yeah, it's really neat. I love building journals. It's just so fun for me. It's so calming. So yeah, thinking of using this. It's a little big. I might have to trim the bottom off and a little bit at the top, but oh, and there's the name of the store right there, Medieval Mirage. That's the store on Etsy. Awesome stuff there, boy. You should see I have a whole bunch of stuff in my cart that I can't buy yet. I'm just going to go ahead and trim it where the picture ends, just for the sake of getting it ready to use. I think I'm going to put that back. I have a box off to the side over there that I keep all my glues in, because I was just setting them over there, not in a box, and they kept falling off the table. They would fall over and roll off the table. And I'm sorry, I really don't want to bend down and grab my glue every 50 seconds. So, you know, I was just like, I need something to put these in. Wah! Boop. Done. And while I'm here, I might as well put ink on that as well. Oh, for heaven's sake. Little bits. Little. You falling asleep? Permission to go to sleep. Permission granted, Corolla. Please go to sleep, get some good rest, have sweet dreams, and we will see you again soon, I hope. Just so you all know, I'm down to 1 day a week for live streaming just on Sunday, and the reason for that is my health. I don't want to commit to doing more live streams than that, because I never know what's going to happen, and I don't want to let you guys down. So, yeah, there's that. Take care of yourself, sweetie. A little bit darker around the edges. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I may have to re-ink it once I cut it off, because if I cut this part off here, it'll cut the inked part off. That's okay, though. Mark, behave. He doesn't do that very well.
I behave just fine.
Oh, yeah, he behaves.
My version of behavior.
Yeah. Define behave. Thank you for being here, Corolla. Thank you so much. It was good to see you. It's good to see all of you. Let's see, what are we at? 127. And I am actually feeling like I'm getting low blood sugar again. Isn't this incredible? This is just, I have so little patience with this stuff. It's just not sitting well with me. To have my health interfere with my life so much is really frustrating. You know what I mean? So, Mark, can you come here so I can test my blood sugar, please? Because I really do feel like it's falling. Okay, and if it's not, I don't know what's going on. Mark's going to sit here, and I don't know what he's going to do. Here, I know. I'll give him something to do. You can cut these out with these.
Wait, they're not safety scissors.
Oh, no!
I don't know if I can do this.
Oh, just do it.
But I could, you know, like cut some. Ow!
Don't do that. You booger.
I know, I'm terrible.
You are terrible.
Thanks.
It should make you giggle.
Yay!
Is there blood?
Not much.
And you don't. Hey. There's no blood. You have no reason to complain.
You want all of these cut out?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're gonna just chat with people.
Well, you know, I get on here and I never know what to say. So.
Say the same thing you're saying over there.
Well, no, not really, because usually it's sparked by something that you'll say or something that's said in chat. Or for me to just talk extemporaneously is, well, dangerous. Well, like you said before, no filters, so you just never know what the hell's going to come out of my mouth. I mean, what's going to come out of my mouth?
Hell is not good, Crafty.
Well, I don't know. Have you ever been to hell? It could be pretty drastic.
Yep, it's low. It's 58.
Oh boy, that's not good.
No, it's not good. What the hell?
See? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I honestly have no idea.
I'm gonna have to go.
Okay, well then we'll have to go. Because your health takes precedence over the stream.
I can't freaking believe this.
No, I can't either. Are you gonna say bye?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody. I'm sorry, folks. Look, paper. Imagine that. You guys, my blood sugar is really low. And I'm so sorry. I don't know what the hell the deal is, and I don't know why it's low right now because I didn't do anything different. All I can think of is that it's just it's the stress of doing. You are going to smoke a. It's funny. I'm going to let that one pass because it's funny.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you, Evelyn.
Oh my God, I've heard that before.
That's giggle. You made me giggle. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to have to go because I got to do the whole insulin thing and I've got to eat right after that. And so I appreciate that you all came in and chatted with us. And I apologize that I got to do this again. This is why it's so hard for me to live stream. I never know when my blood sugar is going to crash. And that's what's happened. It's 58 right now. It's supposed to be at least 70. My doctor wants it, what did he say, at 100? Yeah, right around there. So I'm like halfway down from where I should be, and I'm having trouble concentrating and talking. So I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to sign off. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I'll try and post some videos this week. Hopefully I'll do my front yard. I want you guys to take care of yourselves. Be safe. Be careful. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face in public. I mean, don't touch your face when you're out in public. See, I can't even freaking phrase a sentence.
Sign off.
Okay, I'm going to sign off. I don't want to. I love you guys. Be good. If you can't be good at it.
Name after me.
Oh my gosh. I will see you soon, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.